What's up, guys? It's Tech9, and I know you guys miss me very much. So this video is recorded in 2025, October-ish, and this will be dropping in 2027, mid to late, I don't know when. So this is Clark. I know you guys miss him very much, and we missed you guys very much as well. We love you all. Anyway, so today's video is about Maroon 5. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are younger than the age of 7, Maroon 5 is one of the greatest artists of the 2010s period, in success-wise and just music-wise in general. They're one of the last artists that made music that was very popular. It just wasn't the same tracks repeated, same type of music repeated over and over and over and over again. Like, for example, today we have Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter. They repeat the same song, the same themes, same songs over and over again, and everybody's sick of it. And this was back in a time when you had CDs, radio, and streaming services all still popular. This was when we had around from 2010 to 2019, the real golden era of streaming. And stop. Sorry about that. Anyway, so for those of you who are thinking, oh no, they're just a small little brand that got slightly lucky. I'm kidding you not. They're not one-hit wonders. They have 12 songs with over 1 billion streams and over 35 that are over 100 million. And it's incredible that they can just simply pull this off without in a matter of about 20 years or so. So the only person I would be able to really beat them that was still good music, I would say, is The Weeknd. But we're not talking about him today. That'll be for a later video. So when we talk about Maroon 5, we got to talk about their start. They used to be a funk rock band, and hey, that brought them some good success. And when music started to change, when pop music started to really change, go from just start getting digital, they changed as well. And the thing is, they weren't one of those groups that got pummeled for straying away from their roots. And I would say that their roots really just involved just making music that was pleasing to your ears. It wasn't like just pleasing to just one individual, two individuals, or just one little group. And they became humongous in the 2010s. I would say that they were the sound of the 2010s. Most of my memories of like the radio and whatnot from like 2011 to 2019, they had Maroon 5 on there. You had Animals, Memories, Sugar, or Maps, all these humongous songs, and it really catapulted them to international success. However, success does not always mean that you're going to be forever. So, however, I will give them some credit for trying new things. For example, recently, they dropped a song in 2025 called Priceless with the K-pop singer Lisa. And personally, I believe that this was a flop, and that they shouldn't team up with the K-pop artist again. Just not their taste. However, it's their choice. They were able to try new things, throw things at the wall, and yeah, it was able to they were able to learn. And recently they dropped the new album Love Is Like with mostly American produced other artists. And for example, Lil Wayne, classic artist from the 2000s, they were able to stay with their roots of just being the happy pop music that was still listenable for everyone. And I would say that they are 100% better than today's artists. Like, for example, you have the difference being between Maroon 5's music back in if you remember 2015, 16, 17, even back to 2011, they weren't like this group of weirdos who just only sang about how men suck and I love cheating, and they actually talked about decent relationships. They talked about finding love. They actually talked about things that actually mattered to individual people listening to the song, because you can't just keep talking about breakup after breakup after breakup. You're not like, this isn't middle school. They realize that they want to have a mature audience that has a reasonable yet will still follow them, and that I have to give some very big credibility to, because they've been able to not only hold it out in today's streaming era, but also they've been able to create actually amazing music that lasts for decades. Because, for example, for those of you who don't remember, V is over 10 years old, and Red Pill Blues will be around 10 when this video drops. And it's crazy how they still play this music even today. And I would say that it's just a reminder that when you properly make music, you're going to be able to go really far. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. I miss you guys very much, and be sure to subscribe. I'm coming back. When this video drops, I'll be back and posting, but I'm really missing you guys. Later.